Welcome to Chillicothe Coach's Corner. I'm Izabella Canter, back with varsity girls head coach Leslie Hamman and assistant coach Sarah Miller. Coach Hamman and Coach Miller, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having us, Nels.
Yeah. What are your guys' favorite things that we do as a team to get ready for a big game?
Wow. My favorite thing is team meal.
Mm-hmm. I actually wrote down a couple notes, but team meal was on one of mine. I also love watching film before a game, and then doing our team walkthrough at practice, like the day before the game, walking through what are we expected, what are we expecting our girls to do.
That's such a coach's answer.
Thank you.
I said food, and she talks about the stuff.
Thank you.
And what are some pre-game things you do to get ready for a game?
Oh gosh, what do we do?
So I also took some notes on this. We keep
asking tough questions to you.
You are. We keep it pretty low key. I feel like we have a pretty low key vibe. We
try not to put too much pressure on you guys.
Yeah,
truly.
And then we try not to pressure ourselves either. Like we just kind of we chit chat, we talk about things maybe not game related, just to kind of get those nerves out. I feel like it's pretty low key day.
Yeah, we try to keep it comical on the sideline when we're talking to each other.
Yeah, we do.
Have players adapted well with coming back to school and balancing volleyball? Have you guys seen any struggles with any players yet?
No, not overall. I have definitely noticed that first week of school, I try to prepare myself for you guys to be a little more tired and give you some grace in those early days. But this year I didn't. I think because you guys are, older too. Yeah. You guys are adjusting better as well overall. And we have a lot of, because we're an older program now with upperclassmen, we have a lot of CCP kids, so you guys are getting breaks. Yeah. So I think you guys have done an excellent job. I haven't really felt like we had to make any adjustments.
Yep.
You feel the same?
I feel the same.
Yeah. First, let's talk about our varsity roster, but also highlight some returning players and some fresh new players.
Okay, so our returning players are, well, most of you, actually. I think everybody's returning had some sort of varsity time last year, but we'll start with, we already talked about our seniors Tuesday. Was it Tuesday?
Yes.
So let's move on to our juniors today. We'll start with you. Bella's one of my favorite players to talk about because she has embraced the role that we have given to her elegantly. Did I say that right? Elegantly?
Eloquently. She meant eloquently.
Yeah. So Bella's what we like to call a utility player, which means she walks in and we might change her position on the daily. But you have embraced that well. And you are just a shining example of what it means to be the team before me mentality that we preach to all of our players. You're always willing to do what's best for the team. And I think that you've fallen right into your DS position right now.
Yep.
Yeah, she actually walked in my office earlier today and we said something else to her. So she might stop showing up, but no, I'm just kidding. We love you, Bella. You've done a great job and we appreciate that. We also have returning player, junior Evelyn Hamman, and she has already kind of stepped on the court and broken records, which is awesome, and we love that, and we love her demand as far as the offense goes and the defense, and she's quite the presence up there, and we expect even bigger things from her this season. Grace Tomlinson is another player that is really starting to shine after an injury, so I'm just super proud of her and her ability to come back so strong. I've been saying it's, what was I saying? Comeback great. I forget, but I had a really good one.
She's a comeback kid.
Yeah, she truly is. But I had a really neat saying about that. But she's done really well. And then Marissa Steitler, she's been on and off the court since her freshman year, and she's really picking up right where she left off last year and making huge strides for us on the offense and defense in the front row. Our biggest role and shoes to fill were our setter and libero, because that's who we lost last year, right? Our two seniors who graduated, and Izabella Whitty and Natalie Dudley are sharing that setter position, and I think that they are I told them yesterday at practice, you guys get better every day. And we demand a lot out of them, as setters and running that offense, and they have just embraced that role, and they're coming out of their shell and doing really well. And then our libero this year is Campbell McAllister. Even though she's young, she has started to fill that role I'm just super proud of her.
Yeah, even when we like switch things up on her defensively and ask her to play a little bit out of her comfort zone, she tries. She gives it her all. Even if she's not more comfortable with it yet, or comfortable with it yet, she still gives us what she's got and is willing to work to get better for that. So that's great. She's doing a great job.
She is, especially for an underclassman and being on that court as a 10th grader. And then
got our middle blocker in Taylor. Yeah. So we've got Taylor Hardesty, another junior middle blocker. She's just doing a fantastic job of playing within herself and filling her role in the team, which, by the way, is not let anything past her.
And she's a new player to us this year.
Yeah, that's true.
This is her first season on varsity, and I just couldn't be more proud of her. Most of these girls I've had since 7th grade now, but Taylor especially, and the path we have set for her since her freshman year has really set her up for success this year. So keep your eyes on her. Absolutely.
And she brings the fire. She brings the fire to our team. She's always loud. She's never quiet, ever. She's great. She's a great addition.
And then we have Sydney Wade, who is a dual player who plays JV and varsity, and she did that for us last year. And she is just phenomenal. We just love her. She brings a positive attitude and perception to the court, always cheering us on, whether she's on the court or on the bench, and she kind of knows her role. She's there to be a sub when we need her, and man, she goes in there and just does it. And then we have Braden Smith, another junior, who is also playing JV for us, and she has really proven to be quite a serving specialist, and that's what we have her on the bench for, and she can really rack up some points with that gnarly serve she has, and she's one of those kids that just works so hard every day, day in and day out, always doing what we ask of her, which I think all of them do.
I do.
We just love them all.
Our sophomore Josie.
Yes, and JoJo.
Can you talk about her a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we've got Josie Huddleston. She's a sophomore. She's a DS. She's always smiling. She's always happy. She's willing to do whatever we need. She asks questions. That's what I love the most about her. Is she wants to know, like, okay, how do I fix this? What do I need to do? Where do I need to be? We put a lot of pressure on her because she has to kind of play anywhere we need her in the back row, but she's always ready to get in there. She's always ready to go.
Yeah. And I love that if you guys go back and look at the Sosa pictures from our Unity game, there is a picture of her that just melts my heart. And it's her just cheering. You can tell she's just screaming her little lungs out, which if you know Josie, is like incredible because she's kind of like quiet. Yeah. And then to see her screaming on the sideline in that picture, it just really was so awesome. So
I'll let you talk about our freshman.
Yes. So then we have our little Kendall. Kendall came in like a force this summer, and she had to fill Gracie's spot when Grace went down with an injury, and she did. She stepped right in, and she has I'm just so excited for her future. She is our only freshman on varsity, which is not easy. But you guys have done a really good job embracing her and making her feel comfortable, and I'm really, really grateful for that. And she's definitely another one you want to keep your eyes on because I only continue to see good and from her and better, and I think that she's going to be one that's really going to have people talking.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Did we get everybody?
I think we got through everybody. It's going through everybody in my head.
I didn't miss anybody.
Tuesday night we played McLean. Can we talk about the highlights and also some things you guys think that the team can work on from that night?
Yeah, so Tuesday night was fun. We did a really good job. We came out guns blazing, and we ran our offense, and we cleaned up our serve receive, but I think that's definitely something we want to see better. We also got past our third set jinx because we were having a terrible third set. So we can breathe a little easier knowing that maybe that won't happen again tonight. But that was a huge thing for us, too. We wanted to see that we could get past that third set without the wheels falling off. And we did. We did really good. Our offense improved. That's another goal we have. And our serving. We were like 95%, which was huge. So, I thought things looked really well. I think we still are just going to continue working on that defense and running a quicker offense. But we're getting there.
We are.
We have our second FAC match of the season tonight against Hillsboro. What sort of things have you seen in your scouting reports?
This is all you. She probably made notes on that.
I did. I'll show you. I have notes. Really strong outside hitters, incredible outside hitters. Actually, one of those outside hitters gave me a concussion last year when we played.
She passed out.
I did. I got knocked out. Tylee Davis. Yes, she's a fantastic player, awesome kid. However, we got to shut her down if we're going to win this game tonight. Their other outside is also incredibly talented, so we know that's who we're kind of gunning for defensively to shut down. They've got a scrappy defense, so our offense is going to have to get it done as well.
And I would just like to say, despite them almost killing me last year, they're very sweet girls.
Oh my gosh.
I love those Hillsboro girls. And they have a new coach that started last year, and she's doing really good things over there.
Yeah, we want to beat them, but it's always friendly with Hillsboro.
Yeah.
Who will be the team to beat in the league?
So I really think that there's two. Are you pointing to me?
I was pointing to us.
Oh. Us.
Yeah, the Cavaliers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good point. Okay. You mean outside of us?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
beside us.
Okay. I think tonight, I think Hillsboro is going to be a big one. You know, we went into Hillsboro, I think, a little overconfident last year, and we lost in 5 sets. And so we're trying not to repeat that because, you know, we know that they're producing good things. So I think Hillsboro, and I also think Miami Trace. We also know that last night, Miami Trace and Hillsboro went in 4 sets with each other. So that tells us there's, you know, they're competing with each other, which means they're both going to be very similar when we face them. But I definitely have confidence, and I believe in every single one of you that when we take that court, sky's the limit.
Yeah, every single night is a battle. It doesn't matter, league, non-league, like every single night from here on out is going to be a battle, and we sometimes are even battling ourselves, and we just have to come out on top every time, every night through. That sounded funny.
That's all right.
Thank you, Coach Leslie and Coach Miller, for coming in for the Coaches Corner. And go Cavs! Go Cavs! Okay.